Okay, the time has come. Short hairstyle using a flat iron. That is what we're rolling out today. It has been a hot minute since I showed you this, and I'm so stoked because this is what I personally call the flat iron flip. The flat iron flip is we're gonna take this right here, just a flat iron. All we're using today is a flat iron and my short hair, but I'm gonna show you how to make this flip. It's so quick, it's so easy, it's a little bit funky, it's gonna give just a light wave with your short hair, and you're gonna love it. Let's do it right now. I'm Jocelyn McClellan. If you are new here, welcome to this channel. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. Hopefully that you will feel that I provide content for you that you can really learn from. So let's rock this puppy out and make sure that this short hairstyle is quick and easy to the point. That is how I roll. I have a haircut right now where everything is pretty much a blunt cut, but there is internal layers so I can have a little bit more volume without seeing solid layers. All right, first things first is you definitely have to go into this hairstyle with parting it out and making sure that you have things out of your way because we are moving through it so quickly. One tip for you is if you're starting out with having dry hands and 'tis the season for staticky hair, you're gonna put a little bit of lotion on your hands before you start it out. All right, I got my moisturizer ready to rock and roll. This just helps it so that your hands aren't sticking to it and you can do it, and it just tames it down too. So I went through and I blow dried my hair and made things straight, but since I slept on it after the fact, we're just gonna go through and make sure that the ends are nice and under how I want the ends, and then making sure that everything is how I want it to be done before I go in. I'm not hitting it on the whole entire hair shaft because I don't want to lose my ability to hold a curl. So if you go in and flat iron everything first, your hair won't be able to have that curl like you want it, which is defeating the purpose of your quick hairstyle. So we're gonna start it out. Now, first things first is when I do the underside, I'm gonna keep closer to this top part right here, and then as I come through, it's just flip and bring it down. So you just do one flip and bring it down. They're all gonna show up, like be different with how you flip it, because the goal isn't to make it the same, the goal isn't to make it even. It's going to be such a light, easy, quick hairstyle. So I'm using a titanium flat iron. You wanna make sure titanium is the way to go if your hair does not hold a curl easy, or it's definitely not virgin hair. You want a ceramic flat iron if you have virgin hair, super fine baby hair, and it holds a curl just fine. So my daughters prefer a ceramic flat iron better, and I prefer a titanium. Okay, we're just gonna go through and make these little flipperooskies. So I seriously just call it the flip, and the reason why I call it the flat iron flip is because you're mostly just kinking it and then bringing it down. Okay, and so as you go through and the hair's gonna get longer and longer, you're staying close to the scalp, you're gonna see that I'm still keeping that flat iron flip, but we might have to make adjustments once I'm done doing the wave. I still call it a curl. I mean, if you're raised in my era where you're curling your hair, sometimes I'll be doing all this and somebody will harass me because they're like, those aren't curls, those are waves. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing it with a curling iron. And when I talk to people, I don't say, I'm waving my hair. I say, I'm curling my hair, whether or not it turns out to be more of a wave or not. I say I'm curling my hair. So that is what we're gonna call it, wave, or however you like to see it. Okay, as we move on up, and these flips are just gonna start doing their own thing. Again, this is like such a light wave that you're doing. So it's not gonna be very intense. Going to be pretty dang minimal, and we're just adding texture and body and a little bit of funk. Let me talk about really quickly why we go through this. So before you blow dry your hair, you are going to have less likely chance that your hair is going to start or turn out when you don't put product in your hair before you blow dry. I know that we want to be able to have healthy hair, and I gotta be honest with you, I don't think my healthy hair would have come had I not been using protection for my hair and also using other things that can help smooth the hair and take care of the hair. So you want to have things in your hair before you blow dry. So I take care of those, and I do have a blog, and I'll put in the blog, you can see what I put in my hair before I blow dry. That blog is kept very current. So if you're seeing this video 3 years down the road, that blog is being kept very current with what I currently use, with what I put in my hair before I blow dry and what. So about when I get right here, I'm going to take this product. This is the Stardust Dry Shampoo from Launch. I haven't seen a product like this that I really like. There are texturizing powders, but I, and probably you, I will put a little too much in, and I can't take it back. I've had freshly washed hair and I've completely hosed myself. So this just sprays that into the hair. That one I sprayed a lot. It's a brand new thing and I'm used to spraying my older ones. So I'm gonna simmer on down with that and just do a little bit. So I put in this to create more texture within the hair. So one little poof is all you need. So it is for dry shampoo, but it adds texture, it adds volume. And then I like to take the Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray. It's a finish in a medium. So it's not a heavy spray, and I like to do this throughout the hair as I go. So we just are creating that texture and that volume. And see how it looked like I was seriously doing nothing to my hair when we were getting going in it. And now it's like, oh my gosh, it's seriously coming to life. And it just adds that texture, it just adds that fun, and it's a quick hairstyle. Part it off. I love this one. It's actually been a hot minute since I've styled it in this way, especially in a tutorial. So I'm super stoked for this because we can go back and find old ones that I did, but it's been a hot minute. Okay, so we're getting closer, and to the front, I will, now that we're getting closer, the hair is longer because we're not working in the underneath. So I will go not so close to my scalp. So I'll do like mid shaft and do that flip. And I'll have these ones be at different lengths. This one I'll go up higher. And so that's gonna change the overall look of the hair as well. And then on each side, I try and do it kind of like I did before, but you gotta pay attention to how your hands take it, because your hands take it differently. That's why you always feel like you have two different things going. So if you can kind of pay attention how this wrist moves and how this wrist moves, otherwise don't care that they're not the same on both sides. And even when you try like crazy, they're gonna be different, your angles are different, your hand hold is different because of that. So notice when I do this flat iron flip, how I style this bob is by making everything, so I don't go round and round. So if you've seen somebody use a flat iron to curl, their curls are going round and round and round all the way through, where this one is seriously just doing that flip and then coming out. And so that's the difference in the two. We're not going round and round, we're just getting it just one little round piece. Okay, I'm gonna spray that with the spray. Like I said, it is so fast. Okay, then we're on, as we come to the top, let's take smaller sections. And again, some are gonna be low and some are gonna be high. Smaller sections so we have more character with it. take this one and break it in half. Then the back. And how I know if I got the back, because I'm never doing it with a mirror behind me, is I just kind of turn my head, and it's funny how like your hair will move because it knows it's not being tied down from other hair. So things will kind of just, you'll be able to tell. Sometimes you might miss one, but you pretty much get it. I mean, yeah, you can grab a mirror and look in the back, but I can usually gauge and tell if I got all the hair. Okay, now I'm just gonna come in with that dry shampoo powder. Again, get it up there. And then chill out any of those hairs. So I'm actually gonna turn around. Oh, I wanna show you something. One more thing really fast. So this side's pretty good, but this side, do you see how it kind of looks flat right here? So if that happens and you do this to your hair and you're like, okay, there's body, like this isn't working. All you have to do is where it looks flat, take those pieces, and now you're gonna do that flat iron flip just down lower. Okay, so you're just going to grab random pieces, just down lower. And then that like wakes it up. Oh yeah, totally better. If you want to change your part, if you want like whatever you want to do, you can do with this. Seriously, the coolest hairstyle. So if you wanted to go in, add pieces, make it more piecey, you could always use a pomade. You could use some type of texture spray, but adding in the dry shampoo paste, that gives it good texture, but you could come in with a texture spray. I don't like texture sprays a ton with having more on the fine hair. I feel like for me, they're just not my favorite, but we can do it. However your heart desires, you can do. So this one's probably one of my favorite texture sprays, even though I told you they're not my favorite, but if you have more medium hair or thick hair, a texture spray I think you'd like more. With having more fine hair, I have to be careful with what I put in my hair, and that's why I really like adding in texture. So if you feel like you're in the fine department, medium to fine, using like this dry shampoo paste or powder, sorry, it's so helpful because it's not weighing down with oils, and these have oils in them, the texture sprays. So all I really put into it was a medium hold and the dry shampoo powder, but I could definitely go in with a pomade and make this even more fun if I wanted to. Or you could save that for day 3 hair or day 2 hair, if you're trying not to add too much to it from the get-go. Okay, that's all she wrote. So here is that hairstyle. I took my short hair. I only used one hair tool. I used my straightener today for this. I wanted to show up for you today, and we're styling the short hair, giving you a feel for that. Since I have not been posting as frequently, I apologize. We're getting through that. We're working through it. It takes a long time to post a YouTube video, let alone make a YouTube video. So anyways, if you're not following me on this page, then give me a follow if you would like. You can subscribe to this channel. You can make sure that you comment on the videos. I try to get through into the comment section and see what's going on and see if there's a way that I can help. You can always email me at jocelyn@fitmissionmakeup.com. And then on Instagram, come and say hi. Get into my DMs. There's always one we've never written before, or they're in the hidden messages. I try so hard to find those. So Instagram is jocelyn.mcclellan, and then Facebook is Fit Mission Makeup with Jocelyn McClellan. And I always go live and be more in depth with my tutorials on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with other ones in the mix where they're shorter, smaller, to be able to give more help. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and we'll talk to you later.